Alright, so the 950 changed colors in these woods. These woods scared the color right out of it. Now, Big Dugan hurt his shoulder. The shoulder was bothering him or whatever. He fell a couple times, so I don't know if he hurt it or if it's just a reoccurring deal. But so we found a main road and swapped bikes because now he can just ride that bike home nice and easy on the road. And since I'm now by myself, I'll have better odds of being on time for lunch and not, you know, being able to spend a little bit of time with the wife before the afternoon ride. Or if I stayed on the 950 and had an issue, then I'd probably barely make the time limit. So it is what it is. I guess I'm not complaining too much. I was having a good time on the 950. I hope it's not my fault that his shoulder's bothering him, because he kept wanting to take breaks and I kept forgetting and kept kind of just going and going and going. But then sometimes I would remember and ask if he wanted to take a break, and he'd say, "No, I'm good." So I don't know. But anyways, here we are. So we'll see if I can find somebody that wants to hang out with me on the 950 after lunch. Maybe I can convince Mitch that he wants to take it easy after lunch and he doesn't want to be a super cool fast guy. We'll see. If people just want to go fast and nobody wants to hang out with me, then I might have to ride this one again. And if not, then we'll get back on the 950. So right now I'm just trying to adjust back to this thing. Feels a tad bit different, eh? Hey, there's that dump truck they were talking about. Slow 150 is not bad at all. Not teabag. There's so much traction out here for the most part. I've only found a few areas that were slick. Most everything has traction. This is a use, Miss. What would you mind? See, I can probably find that guy and see if he'll probably ride with me on the 950. People that I was passing on the trail were digging it. Look at that nice little turn down by the lake. That's sick. People I was passing on the trail were digging it, so we'll see if they just thought it was neat or if they really want to do it. So yeah, I stopped recording there for a little bit on the 950, but I didn't miss too much. There was I think one, maybe 1.5 to 2 really nice little hill climbs. that I missed, but that was about it. Really cool brake spot, huh? Take a break by the water. Feel bad for people that took a break there at the top of the hill. They missed out on that opportunity. Now they take a break, and then 2 minutes later they're gonna see that and be like, damn it. Also weird with the kind of the style that we had going on this morning with the 950. It was like, I don't know what it was. I was being really cautious just to make sure I didn't get in over my head right off the bat. But every now and then I would get alone by myself, and then I would for some reason pick the speed up. And it's not that he was slowing me down, it was just that, I don't know, not used to riding with him, and I know he was wanting to take breaks, so I was trying to be nice. But it worked out pretty good because kept each other relatively safe. And the 950 was getting through here nice. It was just a combination of, like I said, me wanting to take it easy, and really some of the good areas, it was kind of like the ruts were off to where, like I said, my foot pegs were wanting to hit. So that was really throwing off my confidence and my riding style. But other than that, it was pretty good. Like everything, you know, all the hills were, you know, technical, but we went right up them. Didn't ever have to push or give anything a second try or nothing like that. So anyways, this I'm sure will be boring, just another two-stroke zipping through the woods. Just wanted to give you guys an update on what we had going on. This thing's not wanting to idle too great. Easy, hard. We're on the hard bike now, boys. Let's see if this would have had anything bad for the 950. If the hards would have been a bad idea. So I don't know if they're harder than the regular trails, or if the easy ones are easier than the regular trails. You know what I mean? So far this seems pretty standard from what we've had all day. I feel like this hill, there's a little switchback, but there's no real bad bumps in it, and there's no real bad ruts in it. So like something like that is great for the 950. But then right there where that stump was sticking out, throw off your rhythm. And this trail may just have like one little piece in it that's making it a white trail. So far, it's exactly the same as the rest. Skirt! Oh, come on. I'm okay with it. I didn't really take into too much consideration the weather. So the 950 is not running hot, but it's running up there in the higher temperatures. The fan's just running all day. And then if it wants to load up and be a little bit rich, it's you know, it's really hot and really big. So then it's crunky, it's cranking up, but it's not too happy about it. Typical. Would be the same story if I was on a 500 or something. Leaned into that corner a little bit too early. Still adjusting. Oh yeah, this is cool. A little bit more hilly, but like I said, I don't really think the hard sections are harder. I think the easy sections are just easier. I don't know, this morning we took an easy one. It was really muddy. So it's hard to say. But I don't know what the hard one was like. Maybe it was even muddier. Who knows? And he said too, sometimes the hard ones are just a little bit longer of a loop. Yeah, that was a nice little spot right there. This too. It's just more like, yeah, this is it right here. This would be doable on a 950, but it would be annoying. You can't hug the edge on that like you can on this. This is cool though, they got more little rocks here than I thought they did. Nice little creek bottom right there. Take a look at her. Danger. Danger, danger, danger. Whee! It's pretty nice. They don't want you playing in that water, I'm sure. But it sure is tempting. Got these weird little, they got like cattle fence. Like they have the big metal grates, but then we're over the water, but then when it's just the actual trail is just kind of swampy, they've got like the cattle fence in the ground. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah. yeah, I don't know. I guess I could do some of my little tips and tricks. Speed check. There you go, there's one. I was starting to lose power at the top of that hill. If I would have tried to catch a shift, downshift, it's very likely I would have lost even more momentum. So instead, you just kind of work the clutch like that, just kind of feather it a little bit. You know, let the RPMs build just a hair. And that should be enough to get you up over the top. Yeah, these are some good sections here. Getting more into the kind of shale rock type stuff is really cool. Yeah, on stuff like this, you know, you're really wanting to not get too caught up in the moment when you're somewhere that you're not supposed to be. Oh yeah, that would have cut a lot of the trail off. Oh, what I was saying, just, you know, you want to keep your head up, looking ahead, eyes out. But yeah, that guy that told McDougan how to get to the main road said at the end of the field, the trail comes out, you could cut a lot of it off. And that would have, I mean, hell, that whole bit I just recorded would have cut it off. Alright, looks like we're on a connector here. I'll give you guys a break. Pick this up in a little bit when we see something.